So William Ruto could easily win the 2027 race. There has been a lot of noise, kumekuwa na kelele mingi sana kwa the political space, but one thing people haven't realized is with all this noise going around, the guy has already strategized everything, and as much as everybody is making noise, lazima tamtoa, but in the background, have you ever looked at the numbers? Have you looked at the numbers? I've looked at the numbers, and I can tell you for a fact, like, there is no way you're beating this guy without a proper strategy. Like, hata vile tunaongea sahi, at the moment, there's been only one person, no, two people who have come out clearly and stated that they are interested in the presidential bid. We have Kalonzo Musyoka and we have Okiya Mtata. So this story nilikuwa nataka kuifanya actually earlier. It was way before Okiya Mtata announced his bid for the presidential position. So like, even like, aside from that, the numbers don't change. As much as I may make it clear that he wants to run for office, it still doesn't change the chances that these people have against the current president. Like, Ruto has a good chance. He has a good chance of running for president. So let's just go back to the numbers. We got the numbers right. So we'll come here. Do you see here? This is the Rift Valley. The Rift Valley has a good backing of 5.3 million votes. And kwa 5.3 million votes, a good 3.8 million walitokea kuvote. That's compared to the Murima guys. Murima, you see your numbers. Your numbers are 3.1 million. And only 2.1 million came out to vote. So the Mulima votes alone, they are going here, and still you need 1.7 million, right? You need 1.7 million votes to cover for this. Where will you get that? If you say that you're going to take it from Eastern has a good 2.1, and from this 2.1, Ruto will score 0. So basically what I'm trying to say is this: the chances are so slim. So from my hypothesis vile nilikuja nayo, in every presidential race we are likely to have 3 horses: the incumbent, then there is this one who is very likely to get the position of Badakwefa, and then we have the Wajakoya people. So from this place we had the Ruto Kinduki partnership, and we have the Kalonzo Gachagua, which I'll tell you why it's impossible to clinch an office using this second ticket. Then for my third, I had Babu Wino and Ndindi Nyoro. Remember, this was a story that I wanted to do before Okiya Mtata made it public that he wants to run for office. Definitely we had to have 3 horses. We need 3 horses for these presidential candidates to be complete. So if you do your math compared to what previous candidates wamekuwa kipata, you are very likely to get Ruto will lead by a very good margin of 4.83 million roughly, and the second team will come with 4.6 million and another 4.5 million. So basically what I'm trying to say is this, and all of this comes from this region. You see, this region has a very good voters turnout compared to the other regions. Then we have the Nyanza region and the Western region. The Nyanza region, I'm sorry to say this, but they are less likely to turn out to vote because they don't have a candidate. And the Western region, they have the kingmaker in government. The kingmaker for the Western region is Musalia Mudavadi. He has the votes. Him and Moses Wetangula, they have the votes to make someone the king, but they can't be kings themselves. So what they do, they get their share palikuwa government and they give you the votes. They know they can't become president. Musalia knows he cannot become president. Same way to Weta. They know this for a fact, but they know they have good numbers. So these good numbers zinatoa hiyo margin kidogo, zinakuongeza, zinakupeleka to the winning side. So that is what is happening here. So this guy, he's going to beat you here, the Rift Valley region, the Western region, and then the few, because Levitt is nyalidanganya na watu ODM, the treasury and those two positions, the Wandai and Mbadi's position, are likely to get Nyanza people to vote, though they will turn out in low numbers. Then coastal region, at Osionge, their numbers are very bad, and eastern region. So easy margin, and it's very likely the northeastern region will vote for the current president. You know, we have Nairobi. Nairobi is very likely to vote for whoever will come from the opposition. So this is what will happen if by any chance tutakuwa na these three presidential candidates like wameanza kutokea sahi, then Ruto will definitely win. There's no chance of winning with three horses. What will happen? People will have to put the interest aside. Kila mtu ataweka interest yake aside, and maybe they might clinch the position because say for example we have Okiya Mtata. There are several candidates who are being proposed, but let's use those who have come out clearly. So in a scenario where you need this block to come out, you see this block, the western block and the Nyanza region, these two, and no, the eastern region and these two are very likely to get you the presidency. So Okiya Mtata, he has no backing. Kwanza tuanzie hapo, he has no solid what base, let me say that, a solid base that he can say that now I'm Okiya Mtata. He doesn't have that, so he'll have to go to somebody, you know. And let's say Kalonzo Musyoka, yes, he has a good backing, a smooth 2.1 million. You know, as it shows here, it's 3.2 million, but the number that turned out was 2.1 million. So he has 2 million votes that he can get a good share from, you know. So the best he can do now, aside from that region, the central region are less likely to vote for Kalonzo Musyoka. Truth be told, they won't vote for him. And somebody like Gachagua, he has to admit that his die was cast, and he's very less likely to have a say in whatever next government will be formed, because yes, kwa ground anajulikana, but what like hata mtu next akiingia kwa serikali atapata share zake, si rahisi sana kumrusha, simple, because there's nothing he can do. Yeah, so the Kalonzo Gachagua ticket, or Kalonzo or whatever or whoever Gachagua will pick, is a ticket that will likely have just two regions. It will have the eastern region and the central region, these two, and these two alone cannot beat a Rift Valley in the western region. Do you get me? Because in the western region, the TNA team got almost 1 million. It was 0.8. That's close to 1 million. Yeah. So this 1 million plus to the 3.8. That's 4 point. No. Plus 2.4. That's close to 3, right? And if you compare it to the eastern region, where you get 1.2 plus something 1.6. So if you compare those numbers, you'll find that those numbers are still not enough to get the president out of office. So we need a coalition, something that people will come and be selfless. Yes, you know you have the numbers, but you still back whoever doesn't have the numbers, because at the end of the day, yes, we want to change the country, but we have to do things like things are being used to be done. So kitafanyika ni these guys will have to come together. If we have all these people interested in the presidential bid come together against the president, then and only then they are very likely to remove him from office. But the moment they split, the moment you split, just know this guy can beat you with just 2 regions. The moment I Rift Valley and the Western region through my DVD and Moses Wetangula, you can't beat him. And I know the Nyanza region won't vote if their candidate isn't there. You leave me your thoughts. I will see you on our next video. Ciao.